You have no idea how happy I am to hear somebody else understand this. The other day, I felt like I had a craving for Chinese food, so I went to go get a plate of food and a can of soda. And because of this talk about the economy, I thought to myself that can of soda used to be 50 cents, now it's $1.50, which in today's economy is actually not bad for that can of soda. It's not a bad price. I've seen some places where they want like $2.50 for a can of soda. I'm like, go fuck yourselves. But anyway, um, and that plate of food used to be $7. Now it's like 12.50, 13. And I thought to myself, like, this didn't happen overnight. The price gradually went up. Like that can of soda was 50 cents, then it went to 65 cents, then it went to 75 cents, then it went to $1. And this didn't happen over one president's um, presidency. This happened over a couple of years. And it really makes you stop to think like inflation is something that's always going on. Always. Prices always go up. Like they don't stop going up. And people don't seem to understand that inflation is just what something used to cost compared to what it costs now. And this is why I always try to explain things to people because they say, well, government spending is the biggest part of inflation. And if you believe that government spending and the printing of cash is what causes inflation, then you really don't like wealthy people. Because the more money they get to into their fortunes, the more money needs to be printed by the government. I mean, people don't seem to understand that. People say, "Why you can't just print more money and make everybody rich?" Actually, the first part of that is true. You can't just print more money. What do you think profit is? But the second part of that is not true because you can't have rich people without poor people. And you can't have either one of those people without the successful poor people. I'm sorry. That's what you guys refer to like the upper middle class, I guess. These people who've convinced themselves that they're doing really well because they have a nice house, a nice car, even though they had to go into debt for it. Well, there's good debt and there's bad debt, which is also true. But good debt doesn't turn into good debt until you make it someone else's debt. So I just need people to understand that the definitions you were told are not the definitions other people are playing by. Like if inflation is caused by the printing of money, then wealthy people are the root cause of the printing of money. You can't tell me that you're putting more money into the system with your taxes when you're actually growing your fortune by the billions. And Trevor Noah actually explained it best when he did the thing about Elon Musk buying Twitter. If you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. Maybe I'll just tag it onto the end of this video. But yeah, this is where we are. Like people don't seem to understand. Like real estate, real estate goes up in price for no reason whatsoever. The only thing you're paying for is space, and if your space isn't getting any bigger, people will tell you that it's about location where you live. If that's the case, then the states that the hurricane hit, all their property should be completely worthless because I'm pretty sure that's not the only storm going to blow through. So it's all one nicely wrapped up con job because again, you cannot have rich people without poor people. So they'll say, well, yeah, this is the reason why we need a livable wage because of these things, and it's like there's no such thing as a livable wage. I mean, I question employers whose employees can't live comfortably. Like, should they really be in business? They clearly aren't good business people if their employees can't live a comfortable life. But a livable wage is the more money you put into circulation, the less value it has, right? Because that's the nonsense laws of supply and demand. The only reason that that money doesn't go as far as it did yesterday is because you cannot have rich people without poor people. That will always be the answer you go back to. You know, if we say tomorrow morning everybody woke up with $100 million in their bank account, what's the first thing you'd do? A lot of people would say that they'd go on trips or they'd go invest their money or they'd buy this or that. How are you going to do any of that? People are going to look at you and go, "Are you stupid? I have the same amount you have. Why would I go do anything for you?" So, what the problem really is that inequity of income. Like, I get it. You started the business. You should be taking a little bit more from it than everybody else. But if you don't understand that the only reason you're successful is because people work with you, people work for you, and people buy whatever crap you're selling, then there's no hope for anybody because there's no such thing as self made for the reasons I just gave. Hold on. I'm sorry. But basically, what I'm saying is that everybody should be able to afford to live. I mean, COVID should have taught everybody the lesson that every job is important. You know, I hate when people say that some jobs aren't supposed to support a family. What? What are you talking about? Why not? Those jobs, those low level, low skill jobs, those are the jobs that make the world go round. They're the reasons why you get to do everything you get to do. So it's kind of weird to hear people say that those people shouldn't be able to afford to live comfortably. That's the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life. It just amazes me how you say that. Well, it's a part-time job for kids to have extra money, and those jobs are open and running. Those businesses are up and running when school is in session. When those kids are at a game after school, those those companies are still open in business. So it's really weird to hear people say that the jobs that make everyone's life possible isn't supposed to be able to support a family. What? I know I've been rambling, but this topic when it comes to the economy really this really bothers me. I'm sorry, hold on. I'm trying to keep an eye on something right now, and it's I'm waiting for it to finish, which is why I decided to make this long ass video of me rambling. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's this is the topic that really bothers me, and no one seems to understand it. The answer to this topic is very simply the cost of living. It's to lower the cost of living, which won't happen because of corporate greed. You know, the only people responsible for everybody's rent going up are the assholes who need to profit off of real estate. Again, the only thing you're paying for is space, and if your space isn't getting any bigger, why is the price going up? You know, if all neighborhoods were good neighborhoods, real estate is worthless financially and politically. And I've done the real estate topic to death. I'm not going to go back into it. I think I've been rambling enough, so I'll stop now. But yeah, this is really an annoying topic, and really needs to be looked at through different lenses in order for you to see the truth. The actual truth, not what the clown people who call themselves truth tellers tell you.